Hi, Taurus and Taurus Rising friends, Sondra from For Your Chi. This is your tarot and oracle card reading for the month of February of 2024. Welcome to it, Taurus folk. Okay, let's see what we have in store for you. Same story here on YouTube. And maybe I'll post this to TikTok. I don't know. I seem to be too long-winded for TikTok. The remainder of the reading will be on Patreon in the link below. Your first house, where you're at now, the first 72 hours of the month of February. Deception and envy. Someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes or not tell you the entire truth. Make sure you ask a lot of questions. Make sure you look this person in the eye. Make sure you have a face-to-face phone call. Be very aware of who approaches you and asks, or who calls you or texts you out of the blue, asking you for something or to do something. Interesting. Perfect timing. So there's something about meeting this shady MF that is like a synchronistic event almost. Now, this could be in order for you to pay attention to not only this, but perhaps some other things that you have just, how shall we put this, glazed over. So you may want to go back and look at some other things that are happening that maybe you need to pay more attention to the details, especially when it comes to people telling you that you need to do a certain thing with your money. Lend it out, or put it somewhere, or, something that just feels off. Be mindful of those things. Your second house, your money, your stuff, trapped in fear. Well, when I was laying out this spread, I actually got the words, "You're scared shitless." Now, the posture of this person is like, they could be on a throne, if you get my drift. This is the card of you need out of something, but it's like paralyzation in fear. Interestingly enough, you've got goodbye to the old and hello to the new out of the fairies deck. The bottom of this card says you finished one part of your life and now a new and even better part is beginning. Well, I can understand the fear there. But this fear does feel a little excessive to me considering the circumstances. Listen, you're an old soul. This is not your first rodeo. Whatever opportunities have arisen here, you need to either walk through it, or if you've already walked through it, then you have to see it through. Because they're trying to tell you, they're trying to bring you new, but you have to let go of the old. And that includes the old way of thinking too. Not just being. Your third house, brother, sister, power, their life is challenged at this time. They are dealing with child-related issues. Well, what's new, right? Join the club. Tell them. You've been doing this your whole life, right, Taurus? Your connection with children is part of your life's purpose, and that is not always easy. Like, never anymore, right? Fourth house, house of home, where you currently live. If this is not talking about your home, this could be talking about your father or your father figure. Harmony, warm and fuzzy feelings. This could be feeling good in your home, feeling good about your home, feeling good with someone who is living with you, or feeling good as a result of someone who is visiting. Now, for some reason, you think that this could be a problem, or you're sort of pessimistic, like this feeling is not going to last, but the advice card is everything's okay. Okay? Everything's okay. I really like this card in this deck, especially for those of you who are in panic mode, although you didn't get a panic card. It says, don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. And this is a beautiful, Harmony is a beautiful card. 2 beautiful cards here in the 4th house of home, or the 4th house of your father. Your 5th house, your social life, your fun, your friends, your dating if you're single. Okay, planting the seed for what you're going to reap in the future here. I like this. Sometimes if you have multiple children, a child could show up in the 5th house, although typically the most prominent child will show up in the 11th. I have seen the 2nd or 3rd child show up in the 5th house. Fertility, like I said, planting the seed, but also there's a vegetarian here, okay? Could you be friends with a person who needs to drastically change their diet? Yes. And as a matter of fact, I chatted with a gal today that she was a celiac, and she was researching how to grow the majority of her food because she was having so many problems with the food that she was buying at the grocery store. And so that's what this is reminding me of now. You may be talking to a friend who's having a problem like this, who they want to, start farming or something like that. You could also have a child who has said to you, Mom or Dad, I want to go vegan. That happens sometimes, and I had a child who went through this vegan phase. Some of them have to do it because of their body type or their body changes or health problems. Now, that's only some of them, The other half, they saw it on YouTube and they thought it was a good idea. And let me tell you, if it's a fad, this too shall pass, because I think that lasted like 4 weeks, a month. I don't even think it lasted 6 weeks, and it was like, oh, no, never mind. I forgot that, no one told me that vegans can't eat real mac and cheese. I'm back to the regular diet again. It's that kind of thing. If it's a kid who doesn't have the health problem, your 6th house, your house of house of work and health, fulfillment of wishes. You're getting what you've asked for here. And the advice card is to walk away. The bottom of this card says, leave this unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. This could be you leaving a toxic work environment for sure, although this could be as a result of, you too may want to leave some sort of food substance that makes you feel bad because this rules the 6th house of health. You may also be taking inventory of other things that are problematic, that don't make you feel good, that make you have less energy, that make you feel lethargic, whether that's a food substance or whether that's a beverage or whether that's a supplement or whether that's a medication that needs changing. This happens all the time. I remember one time my husband was taking a blood pressure pill for many years. And then all of a sudden one day, he started coming down with a dry cough that could not be resolved. This went on for months. And then one day we were in a long car ride to go on vacation, and something told me when we got to the hotel, pull out his medication and grab your pendulum, Sondra, and start dousing the bottles of pills, because one of the medications was causing him to have this hacking, annoying dry cough. Sure enough, the pendulum said it was lisinopril. So I Googled that as soon as the pendulum said it, The very first side effect that comes up with lisinopril is a dry, chronic cough. I'm not kidding you. So he went to the doctor and got it changed. You could be in a similar situation where you just have to replace something with something else that works better or that works without the consequences. Okay, so who's in your 7th house of primary relationships? Before we go to the extended, you've got a Leo here. You've got a Scorpio. You've got a Cancer. Wow. Okay, that's pretty specific, I would say. If you want to follow me in the extended, link is below. It's on Patreon. I'm going to also put the link to book a reading with me. If you'd like to do that, you can check out my schedule and book at the same time. The extended reading will be going over your 7th house of primary relationships, including business partnerships, and, I always pull the romance angel cards. Your 8th house of taxes, contracts, legal matters, intimacy, the source of your significant other's income, your 9th house of school and travel, your 10th house of career, your mother, your 11th house of your child or your best friend, your 12th house, what's about to happen 3 months from now in May. Many blessings to you, Taurus and Taurus rising friends. Take care.